Hi friends, good morning to everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss EIGRP routing protocol. Exercise number 6. Configure the following topology using EIGRP routing protocol. What is a EIGRP? E refer to Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. About EIGRP protocol, it is a Cisco property of successor of interior gateway routing protocol. It is example of advanced distance vector routing protocol and hybrid routing protocol. We say 100% loop free routing protocol. Every packets are sent every 5 seconds. Updates are through multi-cassette concept. It is a flexible network design, unlike OSPF, classless routing protocol. Administrative distance is 90. Maximum hab count is 255. 100 by default. It is support IP, IPX, and Apple Talk protocols. Okay, this tutorial explain how to configure EIGRP routing protocol in a Cisco packet tracer. Step by step practical exam in Cisco packet tracer. Now we'll discuss how to configure EIGRP and EIGRP network configuration and routing in details. In this example, I will use packet tracer. Create a practical lab as shown in following figure. Okay. First assign. In this example, we have to assign 3 routers: router 0, router 1, and router 2, and 3 switches, switch box 1, 2, 3, and n devices: personal computers, laptop, and personal computer. Now we have to define a label box to assign IP address. First, assign IP addresses 192.168.1.1. It is a default gateway IP address. Next, assign system number 192.168.1. System number 10 IP number. Okay. In the router, 2 connections is there. One connection giga 0 by 0. We have to assign 1.1 IP address. Next connection is serial port 0 by 0 by 0. That means assign 192.168.4 family 4.1. Okay, this first one is completed. Now come to router 2. Assign router 2 giga number 192.168.2.1. That means 2.1 family. Now assign 3 connections is there in router. First assign giga 0 by 0. Second serial port 0 by 0 by 2. Assign number 192.168.4.2. Another connection 192.168.5.1. Okay, router 2 is completed. Next come to the router 3, assign the IP address 168.3.1. Two connections there. First connection assigned giga 0 by 0, second 0 by 0, 2 by 0, assigned number 192.168.5.2. This connection number. Now assign label number in systems 192.168.1.10. The system number 192.168.2.10, 192.168.3.10. Okay. Oh, now assign this Tamil Nadu city, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, is in Andhra. Okay. Listen here, in this example now, three routers configuration. Okay, first router take a Tamil Nadu state, another Karnataka, another router 3. Okay, now communicate each router Tamil Nadu to Karnataka, Karnataka to Andhra Pradesh. Okay, now assign IP address to router 1. Double click configuration, assign the IP address giga 0 by 0, 0 by 0, port status on IP configuration to assign IP address. This IP address 192.168.1.1. Subnet mask default. Okay, first connection is completed. Next to second connection, serial port 0 by 2 by 0. This is serial 0 by 2 by 0. Click port status on. Clock rate default you have to set 65,000 per second. Okay, IP address, this IP address is 0 by 0 to 192.168.4.1 subnet default. Okay, router 1 is configured. Next come to router 2. Same, repeat same process of the other devices. Click on router 2, giga 0 by 0, port status on, assign IP configuration IP address. This IP address 192.168.2.1 subnet must default. Okay, this connection is coming next to this router. Remaining two connections 0 by 2 by 1, 0 by 2 by 1, port status on, IP configuration IP address assigned this to 192.168.5.1 subnet must default. 192.168.5.1. Okay, next come to 0 by 0, 2 by 0. This connection port status on, IP configuration IP address 0 by 2 by 0, 0, 2 by 0. This IP address 192.168.4.2 subnet mask default. Okay, router 2 is completed. Come to same, repeat same process. for the router 3. Router 3, two connections. First one, giga 0 by 0, giga 0 by 0 on IP configuration. One 92.168.3.1 subnet mask default. Next connection 0 by 2 by 0, 0 by 2 by 0 on clock rate set 64,000. IP address this of 5.2.192.168.5.2 subnet mask default. Okay, 3 routers are configured. Now assign the IP address pieces. Double click. Next go to desktop and then IP configure. Now IP address 192.168.1.10 subnet mask default. Default gateway is this system, the personal computer connected to this router. This IP address is default 192.168.1.1. Okay, the default gateway is 192.168.1.1 is default. Completed. Second, Karnataka router desktop IP address. You have to fill this IP address 2.10 192.168.2.10 subnet mask default and default gateway 2.1 192.168.2.1 close. Next come to the router 3 in Andhra Pradesh to fill personal computer assign the IP address desktop IP address 3.110 192.168.3.10 subnet mask default. This system connect to router 192.168.3.1 default gateway 192.168.3.1 default. Okay. Routers and personal computers IP addresses are assigned. Now verify in the block, Tamil Nadu block and Karnataka block and AP block. Okay, now check the system to successful. These connections are verified. Next, second router, send the data personal computer to router. Successful. Okay, these connections are verified. Next one, third router, send message personal computer to router. Okay, there are connection are successfully completed. Now send data Tamil Nadu to Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Now using EI, EIGRP concept, configure the EIG routing protocol. Go to router 1, router 1. Now going to CLI mode. Okay, before that I have to explain configure of EIGRP routing protocol. Enabling EIGRP is two steps. First step, enable EIGRP routing protocol from global configuration mode. And step 2, tell EIGRP which interfaces we want to include networks. Okay, using exit, uh, you have to configure EIGRP concept router. First, command enable ENA, enable command enter. Second, configure terminal, terminal. Okay, router first enable router and configuration router. Third step to router concept of EIGRP. You have to assign autonomous number. This is very important in EIGRP concept. This command will be enabled to EIGRP routing protocol router. We can use any autonomous number system. It is called ASN from 1 to 65,535 numbers. Okay, in this example now using only 100 number, enter. Now to configure these IP addresses in network, command name network, configure first IP address, router address 192.168.1.0. 0 is a default number. Okay, 0 family. Okay, enter. Next command network. This router command communication to the two connections. First one point family, another 4-point family. Yeah, first one is completed 1.0. That means 1.0 family. Second 4 point 192.168.4.0. Now we are configured IP addresses in EIGRP concept. You have to exit, exit. You now go to same process in router 2. Router 2, double click on CLI mode. Once again, it have to exit, exit. Okay, router is very important. Now enable configuration router terminal, shortcut TRMINL, terminal. Okay, now configure router to which concept EIGRP. You have fixed the same autonomous number. Last device assigned 100, same number assigned router 2. Okay. You have to, if any doubt, you have to EIGRP slash question mark. Router ID, router IP for this EIP process. Okay. Okay, next, you have assign network, network first 2.1 192.168.2.0. Network 1 is completed. This network second, this connection 2 is there. Network 192.168.4.2, that 4.0 family, and this network 192.168.5.0. We show the IP, show IP address. show IP EIGRP EIG neighbors. Show IP route exit. Exit. Okay, come to repeat same process in router 3 on CLI mode. Enter exit. Exit. Okay. Step 1 enable. Step 2 config terminal. Okay. Now assign router EIGRP concept, autonomous number 100. Now network in this router 3 two networks is there, one 3.3.1, that means a 3.1 3.0 family and a 5.2 family. Okay, now assign to network 192.168.3.0, other network 192.168.5.0. Okay, show IP output. Okay, cozy router address. Okay, now to verify the packets source to destination, system 1 to next source to destination successfully. Packets are sent to source, send the packet 2.10 the received data. And second example, send the data 1.10 to 3.10 successfully completed. Next, we have to send 3.10 to 2.10. Okay, completed. Okay, so show the IP address routing table. Okay, present this connection to D. This D is referred to the EIGRP concept in Cisco Packet Tracer. These two number assign EIGRP concept. So system 3 routing table D. This metric is assigned 1, 2, and 3. 3 rings is assigned for EIGRP concept. Okay, D, D, and D. Okay. Okay, now successfully completed the connectivity from one router to another router. Okay, I hope this session are useful. If any doubt, you comment on my YouTube channel. Thank you.